But you've got an interesting background, and getting to know you, I found out you've worked from some of these corporate giant firms. You've done startups. Now you've
Yeah.
created this firm. I'm always curious with people like yourself. What was the ultimate inspiration? You talked about having a toddler now, and maybe this isn't the best
Yeah.
time. And then, kind of as a follow up, coming from that big world of corporate
Yeah.
to where you are now, and how you perceive, culture. How's that evolved over time?
I had a pretty classic upbringing where work ethic was everything at that time. My parents' career really shaped my perspective early on in terms of just at that time they were working tirelessly. They really built like a deep ambition in me. So when I graduated, I was hoping, okay, I'll work in non for profit for a few years, and like that's kind of where my heart was. But when that didn't pan out, I took a job at a recruitment agency, and that was like my first kind of step into working. And that was, really, it wasn't glamorous. Cold calling really terrified me, but it really forced me to build resilience. And then I didn't know how to even recruit. I didn't study HR, I studied psychology. But at that time, I was like, I got a job. Like, I have a job, dad, mom. Like, we got there. I'm in. But what set me apart was once I landed in HR, I started working in corporate giants like TELUS and Cineplex, and then I worked in smaller companies, and I really saw how HR transformed from a large company to small companies, and that was my goal. My goal was, is it the same? Like, are we all operating in the same like copy paste cycle of okay, performance review? Okay, recruitment cycle. Okay, these are the roles. Like, it's all standardized, right? Um, and I think I just saw it differently. That's when I was pushing for experimentation and just different ways of thinking. And some businesses went for it and some businesses didn't. Like it really depends on what type of mindset the leaders have in these businesses. And so, all in all, what I realized is after experiencing all these companies, I really just wanted to bring a modern take to HR. Like I wanted to change the game.